Welcome back to more Surviving Mars, my friends. I had a bit of a kerfluffle with my last episode. I recorded all the lovely audio, but the video was lost to me. So, to give you a quick update, nothing major happened in terms of deaths or anything, but I did go ahead and open up the Akongo 1 dome, and we have some folks over here. Now, they are working on extracting metal because we do have some large-scale goals down the road, which were the large megadome, right? We had the megadome here that we were talking about possibly putting into either spot up in this area. I also finished the tunnel and have started to construct a medium dome. So, the one major thing I believe that I didn't have last episode that I had kind of in this screwed up episode, I built the shuttle hub. And the shuttle hub is holy piss, it's amazing. It is the coolest thing I think I've found in this game right now. So the shuttle hub is acting like a flying drone anywhere on the map. And it will transport either people or goods from point A to point B. So instead of having to worry about, say, for example, having a drone hub that acts as a bridge with, bringing items from point A to point B, our shuttle drones will go in and take them, pick them up and drop them off wherever it's needed. They'll also take people, so they're taking someone down here to the Akongo Dome, which is so cool. It's such a neat little feature, and I love that, and I'm super excited, and I think I'll probably wind up putting one more of these down at some point, because it's too good not to have more of. I'm really excited about that. Otherwise, we've got lots of greenery around. We're at 6% on or almost 7% on water, 27% on temperature. I believe at 10%, I'm not sure if I mentioned this last episode or in my little screwed up episode, but if we go to the overall terraforming progress, we get these cool little drastic change, what would you call this, thresholds. So if we hit 25% temperature and 10% water, we'll start to get sustainable grass, which is really cool. We'll also start to get toxic rain at 25% atmosphere. So neat little things like that. Very exciting to see coming up pretty soon. Now, I really want to start hitting this hardcore. I really want to start getting our projects going in this area, and I want to start relocating people from these domes to a more efficient layout up here on the plateau. And then what I think I'll do is once we have everything taken care of and kind of realigned, for lack of a better word, I'm going to look into rebuilding a different style, probably a medium dome down here, or maybe even larger domes around the lake, and sticking with that original idea. The major problem I have right now, though, is that we are super short on water due to exploiting this water deposit for all it's worth. So I have, let's see, 2 water extractors that are just put down. I'm also in the middle of trying to build a water extractor out here. And actually, I think, oh, hey, we're actually at the, it finished up. That's so cool. I put down a universal depot, and I only requested concrete, polymers, etc. And our drone ships, our little drone things here, were able to drop items off that we need. So we're going to need machine parts, and what is the, what do you get from a battery? What do you need for maintenance? Okay, so in polymer. So we're pretty much only going to need a little bit of each, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and say I want 3 of each. I want 3 concrete, polymer, and machine parts. That way this little pad here will have a stockpile, and I'll keep the RC Commander down here, because the RC Commander, to be fair, wasn't doing a whole lot of anything anyway, so we'll let the RC Commander run this area for a while. So that is our water production. We're doing fine there. We're finally over on power. Well, we're not fine yet for water. Sorry, I should make that much clearer. Let's do, oh no, oh god. We have a meteor shower coming up soon. Where are you going to be striking yon meteors? Can I tell? I can't quite tell. I think it's going to start, and that's when we get the early warning. It's just telling us that we're going to have a meteor storm. Oh, wonderful. Just what we need right now. Oh, we really need to hit this water problem head on. We are really in awkward straits with water. I could put one down here, although because of the way this land is all messed up, we're not going to be able to run a pipe over it. Could I do anything like landscaping, like flatten the terrain here? Ooh, I might be able to. I would probably need drones to do it. Let's see. Let's flatten this to this. Required waste rock 4.9. Hexes covered size boundary. Interesting. Okay, so what if I do this? And then what if I put down a drone hub that would act as my gatherer for the water right here. It's not too far from this drone commander, is it? Oh, shoot, it's just outside the range. Well, that's annoying. Let's put this down just inside the supporting range. Okay. And we'll also run some power to it as well. Actually, what do you need to run? You need... How much power do you need to run, Drone Hub? 3 power. I'll tell you what, let's just give you a solar panel and maybe a solar panel and a battery. It's fine. And we'll let you run autonomously for a little bit. And I think because it's in range of everything, the Drone Hub to the southeast down here will take care of bringing all the goods. Yeah, sure enough. So let's let them do that. Meanwhile, we've been getting lots of deliveries from our ships, our drone shuttle ships that are traveling across the map. Those are so very cool. It's really exciting to see that this shuttle hub is acting as a global transporter. And it's actually, for some reason, it even says it's low, which is kind of cool. Can't construct any more shuttles. We're pretty much all done. Fuel, we have enough. Oh, shoot. We're a little low on fuel. Yeah, you know what? We're a little screwed on fuel. I have to turn one of the fuel refineries back online. I do have all the GHG factories off, but I had turned the fuel refineries off because we had such a big issue with water. So you are upgraded. You're getting plus 50%. Can I amplify you on top of everything? I think you were actually scheduled for the amplification. Let's go ahead and accept this food trade offer from the USA. We'll get polymers for food. I think we actually are getting closer to a pretty large-scale harvest here. All 3 of our farms. Yeah, that's a potato harvest, a soybean harvest, and a wheat harvest. So we're going to have lots of food coming up now that we have 4 full farms in operation. The one down here, I think, is still probably trying to get its basics up. Yeah, it's still trying to get its soil quality improved. I think I'd like to turn this into a seed crop hydroponic farm. Excuse me. Because we really need to start hitting the lichen and the vegetation a little harder than we have been. And in order to do that, we're going to need more seeds. Now, we do eventually want to grab the open farm outside, which I think is going to let us make a large... You know, we also could turn one of these farms into seeds, right? We could turn one of these farms into seeds, and maybe I'll do that with just one of them. Speaking of, what does... Let's go down here, because I think this farm is the one I was thinking about maybe just turning into that. Oh, God, we're out of water again. We would make what? It would actually increase the soil quality by 10%. Ooh, so maybe instead of soybeans on all of these, we do seed crops instead, because that's all we're doing. We're not trying to get soybeans, we're trying to simply increase the soil quality. Well, that's excellent find. Can't change you because you're about to harvest, that's fine. Otherwise, we'll make seed crops the one that increases the percentage of the quality of the soil. Okay, closed trade route, that's fine. USA will scan an anomaly. Aren't we scanning, or we're getting ready to scan an anomaly? Oh, we're short on all that fuel. That's right, we used all the fuel to go into there. This is the mission where we're going to get another 5% of water. Alright. We'll have to, I guess, just focus on getting this built. And then this water, we're going to have to get access to this underground water. Any other, any other options for us? I guess we could do the same thing I did down here, except I would almost need another drone commander to take care of that. Now, there's 2 water things here, which might not be a bad idea. So, we could do... Wrong item here. Let's do 2 water extractors. And trying to conserve and use as few of the pipes as I can. Let's try to meet those together into one line. You go there, you come down to here. I guess we could do this in batches, is what I'm thinking. And I believe with the help of our mighty drone, what would you call that? The lovely drone swarm army, we can actually make this work. Something like here, and then actually tapping into the main network. Okay. It's not impossible. Let's put down a universal depot here. Now, you're going to require about 10 power, I believe, because the extractors require, 5 power each. So let's put down a couple of wind turbines here. Put down the wind turbines somewhere relatively close by. Here is just fine. We'll also put down, of course, a couple of power accumulators for the low periods, the low wind periods. And we'll connect this up like this. Okay. So that should take care of the power and the water. Ah, the renegades are stealing food everywhere, you bastards. I know it's not really a great place to be yet. We're getting there. We're gonna get there in time. You have to trust us. All right, we need concrete, machine parts, polymers, and whatnot. Okay, so we're gonna request concrete, polymer, machine parts, and that's it. So we're gonna request about 3 of each. So our super shuttles, look at that. They're already on the way. They're already on the way to bring the goods that we need over to this storage bin, or this storage unit, which is awesome. So let's do... How do we want to do this, though? Do we just want to steal this? I mean, this needs... It's a while before this winds up requiring maintenance. Do we just want to have a small drone hub over here? That might be the best bet, honestly. Let's go ahead and put down a small drone hub. Not a small drone hub, just a drone hub. We'll put this over by the power. And they do start with a couple drones each. And it's just, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's going to use its own little power up. How much do drone hubs use for power? 3. So let's add yet another wind turbine here, because that's going to be, we're going to be needing more power for the drone hub. So that's 15 power. That should be 13 power consumed. Let's pack up and move our RC commander all the way over yonder and let them build with the materials that they're going to be getting. Okay. Hopefully those two will help us finish off the requirements for our water situation. Oh, you know what? I forgot about this resource. This right here. I think we can still access this by putting... Are we in range of this? Oh, we're just outside of the range of it. My fault. Can we put this inside? Not so much. Right. Okay, that's fair. I did do this on purpose, so it's, you know, it's my own fault for doing it, but that's all right. So that'll be taken care of. What else is going on? We got to get fuel back online again, which we're trying to do. No fuel for shuttles. Yes. Oh God, all of our shuttles, have they crashed, or do they just stop where they're at? I would think they would just land. I'm hoping they're not like self-destructing or anything. We still have 6 out of 6. That's fine. Oh, we're never going to get this fuel situation handled without the... Oh man, then that means we're not going to get materials out here. All right, that's fine. We shall take care of it with the RC transport. So we have concrete, machine part, polymers. I forgot about metal, because we're going to need metal to do all of the life support pipelines and whatnot. Okay. What I'm going to do is find one of my RC transporters. You're carrying 2 polymers. I'll tell you what. I want you to load up some metals. And then we're going to head around, or turn around and go back the way we came. Drop them off over here manually. And we'll just have to deal with the fact that we're losing... Wait. No fuel for shuttles. But it's still working. I wonder if it goes at low performance, or maybe they're going to stop after a minute. It's kind of interesting. Okay, well, we'll see what they do. Well, you know, it wouldn't be my luck if we didn't have more meteor storms at a great opportunistic time. So we've got meteor impacts along the southern... what would you call this? The southern area. Wow, that actually almost struck our dome. That was rather close. So all of our domes were without power until this becomes... this gets finished. So I think it's automatically set to a high priority. So hopefully these drones will grab metal as soon as they can and rebuild our pipeline. I'm not too worried about that. We do have, I think... Don't we have... some not really. We're completely out of water and power because we've really not been... Oh God, now you're screwed up too. Awkward. These guys should be coming though to repair that drone hub, which should then repair the pipeline. Wow, the more stuff you have all over the place, the more problems you can definitely run into. I almost wonder about... Oh, we're going to lose water as well. This is going to get a strike. What a terrible spot for a meteor storm. Oh, that's rough. It's pretty much angled across our entire southern life support line. Oof, 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 mega oof, yeah. Oh man, all that water went down. We've got leaks everywhere. We're in really good shape. I think we're fine, guys. We're super fine. We're out of resources, are we? It looks like we've actually built the pipe system, though, which is pretty cool. Sadly, I don't know how to deal with... Oh, you know what we can do is you can build the drone hub here. Bring the drones, rather, not the drone hub. Bring our RC commander, put down a universal depot, borrow my friend... Oh, that was the RC transport I think I moved. Let's bring the RC commander here. Let's load up all the metal, and then unload the metal over on the new universal deposit, and that should help us build back our pipeline. So once the pipeline's set up, that's fine. I'm not all that worried about that compared to the crazy chaos that's happening in the southeast, but I'm hoping by not looking at it, maybe everything will be fine. Okay, so our pipeline's back up. Now we just have a major leakage issue. We also need machine parts to repair that. Thankfully, machine parts is one of the few items that I have a lot of right now. And everything is starting to kind of fall apart because we're missing certain things. So we didn't have enough water, we weren't making fuel, which means we can't make polymer, which means we can't repair quite a few of our buildings. So we're in a rather tight spot. I think we're okay on fuel, or sorry, food, rather. Oh, God, why? Why? Why do you hate me so? Yeah, at least the storage for water is really empty anyway, so it's not like it's a huge loss or anything like that. These two guys need to get repaired, so as soon as they get their machine parts, we'll get back up on water production. I still think this is more of a long-term. If I can even get these other water extractors amplified, we might be in good shape. But boy, the costs are really high to amplify. I mean, not really. It's too polymer, but you know we're having a problem getting polymer right now. Oof. Yeah, this is rough. We're not in the best of spot right now at all. You there? Go. Oh, you're already repairing it. Fair enough. Let's have somebody manually fix this leak. I think that's just what I'm gonna have to do. Is specifically a request or order. Oh, you can't find any metal nearby. Well, that's wonderful. Do we seriously not have any metal down here? Did we grab it all? No, there's metal right here. Okay, I'll tell you what. You pick up metal, and then I'm gonna have them manually go over to the leak and repair that leak. Otherwise, we're gonna have water and oxygen leaking out of our system. Except this drone's probably gonna get crushed by the incoming meteor. This game is being very cruel to me right now. Okay, so everything is falling apart and exploding behind us. However, we are still managing to push on. The problem right now is that I don't have any good resources over here. So we're missing, we actually have one water extractor up. However, we're missing pretty much everything else that we need. So I did order a shuttle from Earth, and we're going to hopefully get those taken care of relatively soon. Let me trash these two universal depots here. I'm going to send my RC commander, I suppose. I guess we'll keep him over here for the moment. I need to get this thing built up. Do we have any of these goods that I can bring? Let's see. We need a bunch of pretty much everything. Maybe I'll keep that RC transport by the base. And once our shuttle gets here, I'll steal some of the resources to build up this area. We have machine parts already delivered. We need concrete, surprisingly. Concrete, electronics, concrete polymer, and concrete. So let me do one load of concrete here. And then I'll turn around and come back and get some of the more rare materials. Man, all of our concrete right now is stored up here. That's great. Let me load up all the concrete from here. I think I'm going to have to turn my Auto Explorer off for a bit. Hey, but at least we had some RC transports lying around. That was actually incredibly helpful that they were just sitting around not doing much. So I'll have you come home and get some goodies. I'm going to go ahead and take these things off. We lost some drones randomly in a massive impact. Oh, God. What a horrible meteor storm. Everything is landing right on my face. This whole area is trash, so I'm going to have to wait for the drones to come back. Hey, you know what? At least they're dropping off things like metal and polymer. So I guess that's got, you know, one of those nice fringe benefits. So I'll keep trying to repair this. This whole episode is dealing with the crisis pretty much. Meanwhile, we're still trying to plug along at this medium dome to the northeast. The problem is, of course, a complete lack of polymer. So we're struggling, massive struggle busing to get our water situation under control. Alright, so with our shuttle having landed, I finally have the electronics and polymers that I need to finish off this section. Once this section of water production gets taken care of, I believe we're going to get back on track. I can open up both fuel refineries. That should, and also our special shuttle has left or is leaving soon. So we're like one fuel short. So once that's taken care of, most of the fuel will go back into production of polymers and our shuttle. So the shuttles will help take and deliver goods from point A to point B. What's going on up here? Are you guys working on flattening the... Oh, they are working on flattening the land. How cute. Well, they're just doing their thing, which is great. So you guys keep on keeping on. The USA has scanned a planetary anomaly. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. Our water is being produced at these two extractors. 4 and 6. So 10 water from this area, or this side of the world. And pretty much all we need now is this drone hub to be finished up. Ah, are we short a little bit of electronics? That's really annoying. I think we are. How much are we short by? We're 4, 5, 6. Or is there more electronics sitting here? No, I think that's food. I don't know why we have food delivered here, but we do. Okay, so we only need a little bit of electronics. We need 2 more electronics. And we're going to be all set. I'm going to load up everything from here. I'm going to put you, you, back onto auto gather. Thankfully, the all of the meteor impacts have been dropping off a ton of resources for us, so that's good to see. We did have a crop failure, which is not great. So one of our farms had a complete failure. We do have wheat about to harvest, or sorry, 2 potatoes and a 3rd potato. So we're going to have a massive harvest coming in relatively soon. We're a little tight on food, though. So I think what I'm going to do is go back to the old standby of concrete and food. Although, at this point, we have such a huge split and no way to get there. Maybe I'll go ahead and bring concrete through the RC transporter once our trade route comes in. We're going to skip that trade offer. All right. So, water is getting close to being taken care of. Man, we're right on the cusp of power. We really are close on power production. Have I actually paid attention much? Hey, our arcology is almost finished. That's exciting. I was hoping that arcology would finish before we get into our medium dome, because I like to use the medium dome for, the arcology for the residential part, and then put a bunch of service buildings in the rest of the dome. There we go. There's a bunch of food for concrete, and I think I'm going to have to grab one of my RC transports back again and do another load of concrete or 2. That way we don't have to rely on the shuttle system, which right now is probably not quite ready to go. Yeah, it's still not. It doesn't have all the fuel it needs. So that's fine. You're going to be doing your RC thing. You are ready to go back home. Let's have you go back and unload everything. Then we'll pick up just a few more electronics if they've got it, which it seems like we do. We're close, you all. We're so close. I feel like we're going to kick off once this medium dome finishes up. But we're making it little by little.
Anomaly found.
All right, so we've got an anomaly from a scan. We have our research complete for arcology. We are working on nuclear fission at this point. Fusion, rather. So that's going to take care of that. Hopefully when that gets built, we'll be able to put that down and get some usage out of it. Now, a question about the Megadome. It's 300 concrete. We could reduce the concrete cost of the Megadome, but honestly, I don't think it's going to be a problem for our double concrete extractors up here. I really don't. We've only extracted 500, and so I think we've got lots of concrete left over. So these megadomes up here, or the megadome that we'd planned to build up in this general vicinity, will be serviced by these 2 concrete extractors. I don't think I'm going to waste time grabbing the neo-concrete, what would you call that, breakthrough. What else do we have here? This is a repeatable tech, which helps the Beyond Earth initiative, which we've kind of put to the back burner for a bit. Home Collective. Residential building upgrade. Home Collective increases the service comfort of the building. So does this mean any home? Because we have a lot of problems right now, I think, or we're going to have problems with apartments. I'm not sure. Building construction cost in metals and concrete reduced by 20%, excluding domes. 20,000 research, though. All this research is just really crushing us right now. More people on a transport. I think I'm going to start going back in the trees and kind of cleaning up some of the earlier messes. So, or rather, some of the earlier technologies that I've just not messed around with. So, we'll get some of the early ones taken care of. You are delivering the electronics, which I think you've done. So that means that this drone hub should be getting all set to go. Once that's done, we can move our RC commander back over to the far southeast, which has some repairs to be done. Lovely. We've got concrete extractors. We've got drones over here now for the water extractors. That's taken care of. I do need to drop down maybe a couple of large dumping sites here. I doubt I'll come take a look at this all that often, so we'll put the dumping sites, quite a few of them. Okay, RC Commander, your job here is done. Let's have you head back to the southeast. Oh my god, look how many meteors have landed here. Oh my god, that's insane. The nice thing, though, is that there's so much that this should really take us over our requirement for what we're going to be using for the Megadome. The only thing holding us back now will be polymer, which, with the increase in fuel production again, I believe we're going to get that taken care of. Awesome. Very, very cool. So, what else is going on that I need to take care of? You, Spirit of Man 1, are doing not much of anything. Oh, we are going to have an electronics problem until this dome gets up and running, because we are out of rare metals, which is a really awkward spot. Can we finish everything? We can self-produce polymer. What is the... Real quick, before I get too far into a spot where I'm going to be in bad trouble, what does the rare metal extractor need? Okay, it only needs machine parts and metals. That's great. That means we can put that machine part, or sorry, the rare metals extractor down once the medium dome finishes. Okay, cool. So that'll take care of that. Our food is a little bit tighter than I'd like, but we are about to have a trade deal come through. So potatoes are about to harvest. That's going to be great. You are needing fuel still. I think all the fuel is being dumped into the shuttle hub, as well as probably refueling the Spirit of Man 1.
Reported.
Oh no, crop failure. Well, that's super sad. Where was that at? Was that in the hydroponics farm? That might have been in the hydroponics farm. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. We're going to get 6 seeds from the interim soil quality thing. So that actually means that our lichen farm is, or the forestation plant, is going to finally get a lot more lichen put down. We also could probably put down a couple more of those down the road once we have our power situation a little bit more handled. So up here, we're going to need machine parts, polymer, machine parts, and electronics. So I'm going to actually request that we get 3 of each polymer, electronics, and machine parts. That should be taken care of by our shuttles once everything gets everything evened out. I'm going to let our RC transporter go back on autopilot for a bit. So they're going to go out and get us some materials. I think I want to let him roam in this area. If I let the RC transport start here with the auto transport thing, it should start pulling that metal back. Okay. Whew. One emergency after another. Pretty much. How are you guys doing in food? You're getting your food through deliveries anyway, so that's not that big of a deal. All right, a little bit more time has passed, and I think we're getting a bit more of a handle on everything. We do have a problem right now with a twister coming through. That's fine. It just kind of nicked the power cable and also one of our MOX units, so that'll be taken care of in a minute. I am trying to repair. I think I actually did. No, did we still miss? Yeah, I think we're still missing a couple items here. But this area here should be serviced by this universal depot. And so eventually, once our shuttles get back up in the swing of things, they'll bring whatever goods we need to maintain the extractor down here. So I think water's taken care of. I even added in another fuel refinery because I think we needed to get back on the ball there. I will go ahead and turn back on our GHG factories, which need to get repaired anyway. So I'll let those come back up, and then we'll get a feel for where we're at in terms of power and fuel with everything turned back on. But I'm actually pretty excited about how this worked out on this end. I'm happy to know that we can kind of do something like this, build far away. We could even put down, say for example, we could request a special seed. I think the actual seeds are not in the normal deposit. You'd have to request a special seed depot here. And you'd say, oh, I want, I don't know, at least 5 seeds at all times. And then we could put down one of the forestation plants over here, which, what does this use? Electronics, so we're not going to be able to build that anytime soon, but it's still good to have. We're just shy of getting our medium dome done. We need more polymer, which is being pumped out pretty hardcore by the factory workers. I think down the road, once we start moving over to the northern plain here, that I will put down the same kind of production buildings again, just in the newer areas. So we'll put down more machine parts, more metals, or sorry, not machine metals, but more polymer and more electronics production. So I do plan on moving all of our residents into the megadomes here. We are going to come back to the lake. I just want to redesign a little bit around the lake on how it currently is laid out. I want to do a little bit more or cleaner reorganization. God, we have renegades all over the place. How come we're not finding and fighting the renegades? We have 2 renegades, 3. Oh, because we don't have any security officers. Holy cow, we are super short on security officers. Capture ice asteroids. Did you guys already do your mission? You're 89% towards doing the ice asteroid. So right when I've gotten everything nice and calm, we're probably going to get a Mars quake that's going to shake the foundations of our planet. Wonderful. What are you up to? You are unloading trade goods. So as soon as you're finished up, why aren't you guys grabbing the food here? I'm actually a little bit confused. You should be pulling food out of the shuttle. Is it over with? Oh, we might be done here. This one might be heading back home. Once it does, I'm going to change our trade request to bring in more electronics or polymers for concrete again. All right. So once this Marsquake happens, or whatever else happens here, we're going to try to wait for the special mission to happen. This should let us start, I guess, putting grass down, which is kind of cool. You're taking off. Mission is 97%. Do we change it here on grass? Okay, we would change it to grass, which does what? Soil quality 10%. Seed required. Yeah, but I don't think we can farm. Maybe we can put down the outdoor farm pretty soon. All right, let's see how this works out. 100%. New trade offered. No, we don't want any more food. Let's change. Oh, there we go. Here comes the Marsquake. Capture ice asteroids. There we go. 12% water now. 2 buildings were damaged. That's not too bad. What was damaged here? Our battery was already damaged. I think it was the Martian University and maybe the security station. I don't think those were in bad shape. So now, I guess we can try to put down grass. Improves local soil quality. They don't spread on their own. Okay, I guess let's change this over to grass. I guess is what we're going to be doing here. And we'll see how that works out. Now, the open farms, again, I don't think we even have the technology yet. Right? Research domeless farming. Let's take a look back at our research tree. Let's take away... God, the core heat convector is going to take so much time to build. I kind of want to focus on the smaller things for a while. Open dome. Where did you go to? Do we not have this researched? We don't have this researched. Okay, let's get the farm. Oh, man, I'm really sad that I missed this. This biome engineering. Farms increase the comfort of all residences. We definitely want that. I guess we'll just go ahead and research the low G fungi and the utility crops because they're low technology cost items, and we can unlock the higher level biotech stuff. Which one of those will be open? I guess open farm or open air farming. None of these are going to be that. Yeah, okay. So, oh no, here it is. I'm sorry. Domeless farming is under the terraforming tree. 7,000. It is open farm, plants edible crops at the cost of seeds. So let me do this then. Let's redo. Actually, I do want to get the biome engineering for that comfort boost. Then we'll throw in domeless farming. All right. That'll be our research queue for just a bit. Polymers are getting produced at a pretty steady rate. Fuel is getting back up on top of things. God, I really need to get polymers over to this area though. We need to get up on polymers, so we'll try to trade more polymers coming up. That should, if we get a good boost of polymers, that should take care of where we're at on the dome. All right, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of crazy jumping around through hoops trying to repair and manage all of our issues. But we are now finally we're actually right on the cusp in terms of water production. So I guess we're getting exactly what we need. We're not too bad on power as well. So yeah, here's to hoping we can keep this up, my friends. I'll see you next episode. Until then, take care.